Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I forgot this was on email. I was sitting here waiting forever.
Yeah, it worked well last time. You could hear some of your moving of the mic from time to time, but it's not
Perfect.
terrible. And I cut my editing in half from 4 hours to 1 hour. So that's not even in half. I cut it in quarters.
Perfect.
Too close to your mouth.
All right. Sorry, I forgot about all this too.
You're fine. Did you watch any of the movie? Have you seen the movie?
I saw it last summer. I didn't watch any of it this time around
Oh,
yet. I think
so
I will though. Again, I do like it.
you remember the bugs,
I'm a buggy
a buggy. So
already.
how should we start this?
Um, we could do uh like a singing contest, but bugs.
A bug singing contest?
Yeah.
Hmm.
First up, we have a worm. And he goes,
No.
can
That was already Sunshine Berry and the Disco Worms.
we do that already?
Yeah.
Damn.
What if we're what if instead of in Starship Troopers we're in Dune, but we're riding Dune buggies?
Well, we should save that for Dune.
Oh, you're right. Shit.
What if Starship Hoopers?
Oh, hell yeah.
They're hooping in space.
Zero gravity hoops.
All right, we'll be announcing a zero gravity hoops championship.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Jinjo.
Hi, Jinjo. And then I don't even have Audacity up because this worked great. So
Perfect.
I'll still probably say like a one, two, three play and just I'll you don't have to clap, but I'll clap just so that I know
It balances the
when
white noise.
no, well, that too to have a pause, but so that
Hey.
I know where to cut the video when I turn it to just audio.
Yeah, that sounds cheeky.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So Starship Hoopers.
Poopers.
Hoopers.
Poopers.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. One, two, three, play.
And
And
we're
and
live.
live, guys, we're live.
Guys and life forms.
And Fleabers and guys, we're live.
It's the intergalactic Starship Hoopers challenge.
And we've
It's
got
me,
JoJo Candles.
Jojo Candles,
And me,
Fleebs Gobs Gaboony.
Boobs Gobs Kaboony. And we've got a classic matchup in the finals. The classic. We
Tell
knew
me
it was
about it,
gonna
Fleebs
come
Gob.
up. It's Jupiter versus Brentwood, folks. Jupiter
Brentwood.
versus Brentwood going
It's the
into the
rematch.
finals.
A rematch of their long-lasted rivalry. For Brentwood, of course, we have Carson Daly, the point guard extraordinaire, a 6'1" kid. He's really a high achiever. He gets straight A's and everything. And tell me about the star player here for Jupiter.
Yeah, for Jupiter, representing his hometown of Massimon in Jupiter. You
Yeah.
can't look past this team without looking at Torgan Gorbachev. I mean,
Ooh,
he's 18 foot 3 inches. He's got a 108-inch vertical.
that's what are his grades like?
Oh, bad, bad. But they don't care about that because they're not at Brentwood. It's a public school. They
Wow.
want him on the team. The only problem is he can't fill out the frame. 18 foot 3 inches, only 185 pounds. Will he be able to hold up with the
Let's
big bodies in the
let's see.
post?
Oh, we it's tipped off, and the score is already 400 to nothing in favor of Jupiter.
Yep.
Um, it seems like Carson Daly is fouled out in frustration already. The coach is going ballistic. This is a tough matchup.
Gorbachev swings it to Pengi. Pengi, yeah, he just hit a 9-pointer. This game is
I'm not
over.
again.
This game is over.
They're eating the players. Carson Daly is crying on the bench. Brentwood, they might win again off of a genocide forfeiture, like they did last time. So we'll see what the referees end up saying. Oh, the referees are dead too.
That's the genocide. Brentwood's taking back. They're storming the court. Fans are storming the court, and they're floating away.
It's a successful championship all around there, Fleas Glob.
Thanks for tuning in. This was Starship Hoopers Classic.
Do you hear the cat?
Just going nuts over there.
Yeah. He's going crazy.
Oh, that's so funny. How you doing?
Good. Jojo.
So, just today, obviously, what's it called? Just today, Sharknado dropped, and last week you had your name on Zoom as Bilson. Kelly texted me today saying today is Bilson's birthday when it dropped. So it was a nice little happy birthday ode to her father and our number one fan.
That's what I did that for. Shout out Bilson.
Shout out Bilson. Shout out Mel.
Always shout out Mel and shout out Jesus Christ, because for many he is the Lord and Savior.
Jesus Christ superstar. He's on the court.
He's a hooper, a Starship pooper. You say, Brandon. This is I'm Lucas,
and I'm Brandon.
This is the good, the bad, and the movies.
Yes,
it's sort of a play on the good, the bad, and the uglies. But instead of shooting Mexicans, we are talking movies with
We're
Mexicans.
Shooting movies
because you're a Mexican.
I am a Mexican, and so is Devin.
So 2/4 of our crew ostensibly are Latino. Who knows what Seth is? Probably a Nazi hybrid.
Probably a Nazi hybrid for sure.
Yeah. And we like review movies and stuff and talk and do queers and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I mean this isn't our 208th episode at all. It's the good, the bad, and the troopies.
What if they tuned into this one for the first time?
You're right.
Because
I can't.
They like the movie.
And because we're the number 11th ranked bad movie podcast in the nation. I looked it up again recently. Yes, it is true. We dropped from 9.
We're chugging though.
Yeah.
We have staying power.
We're kind of like Brentwood. We're ready to kill some podcasts ahead of us.
And you have questions?
Yeah, I do have questions. Is your breath that you're ready?
Yeah.
First question, you like big ass space bugs?
No, good. I think if encountered with one, I would be dislikeful of it.
Yeah, kind of like I am hungry.
No,
I hate that guy. Next question.
I am that guy.
Do you like Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother?
Also, no. I think he was a loathsome character, as well as every character on How I Met Your Mother. Sans Marshall. That's always been my take.
By far the best character. I mean, it's not even close.
The only redeemable character.
And my last question: do you like pro-fascist military propaganda?
That I do. There's a sort of art to it. Well done enough aesthetics can lead people into anything. I think that's proof of it.
I think Hitler did it very well.
They did. They looked great. Hugo Boss, Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The guy, the guy who wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yeah, that was a lady named Harriet Beecher Stowe, I think. But yeah.
What am I thinking? What's the one that revealed the truths about the meatpacking industry?
That was The Jungle. That was Upton Sinclair.
That's what I was thinking of, not Uncle Tom's Cabin.
And we're live.
Yeah, we're
live on YouTube.
We're fielding questions from audiences right now. Type them in the chat, folks. Type your questions in the chat.
Oh, there's one right there. It says, what beers you drinking, folks?
Oh, well, I'm not drinking any beers because I'm
Thank
on
you,
my.
X9, suck my coke. X9, X96.
I'm on a 90-year water cleanse.
Starting when?
Starting yesterday.
Ooh, committed for the long haul.
And what it is you just have to take a sip of water every day for 90 years.
I bet you won't do it.
I bet I won't. You're right.
I bet there'll be an instance where you just drink soda and juice and everything all day,
Mm-hmm.
or you might get, God forbid, in an accident one day, or 1 or 2 days you are without water.
Or I get rabies and I'm afraid of water.
That's right. Imagine you're dying in the desert and you're like, no, my promise, my cleanse.
Imagine having rabies in the desert. You'd be
Ugh.
so
Be
thirsty.
fine. You'd be chill though.
Yeah,
There's no
but you'd be
water.
so thirsty.
You're always thirsty.
So I've actually got strawberry lemonade right now.
I've got a I've got a wheat amber from the Milwaukee Brewing Company, MBC.
Wow. Not to be confused with the Milwaukee Brewing Company, NBC,
That's
that
right.
released hit shows like 30 Rock,
The Office,
The Office,
Friends,
Parks and Rec, Friends.
Seinfeld,
Yep, all
Parks and
those.
Rec, and others. Yeah.
And others. And so as we get into it, oh, I didn't even say, well, if you've answered yes to liking giant space bugs,
Lucas.
Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother or pro-fascist propaganda, you've come to the
I'm
right place.
Lucas.
He's Lucas, I'm Brandon. Let's get into it. Oh, we got another question from Chris F. They say, is Seth single?
Ooh, no. Recently,
He's not.
he's shacked up. I think her name is Beth. Is that what he said?
That's her name is not Beth. He's shacked up because her name is Shaq. Shaquille
That's right.
O'Neal.
That's right.
He found a beautiful Shakira.
Tequila. And then I see this question again from Suck My Coke. Directors of this movie?
Yeah, and you already said it. It's
It's a Barney Stinson.
no, it's Paul Verhoeven.
Paul Verhoeven.
And
That
he's
cat is
directed
mad.
things such as Wat Zien Ich,
Dutch movie.
Turkish Delight, Turkish movie,
Turkish movie.
Katie Tipple,
Jinjo. Yeah.
Soldier of Orange, Spetters, The Fourth Man, Flesh Plus Blood, Hollow Man, Black Book, L, but not the letter L, ELLE, Showgirls, and then a big three,
Showgirls is great.
RoboCop, Total Recall,
Amazing.
and Basic Instinct.
And Starship Troopers makes 4, Brandon.
And then that, yeah, and Showgirls, probably 5.
Showgirls, always is a classic for young boys looking for boob on the HBO channels late at night.
I don't think I ever had HBO or Showtime growing up.
You didn't troll for boob late at night on premium cable.
I couldn't, no.
Occasionally,
There was
I would
once
partake.
There was once after a night of a sleepover.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Friends slept over, and on my parents' dish, they had dish cable or dish network. Somebody had rented a porno.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Those rats.
And my parents the next day were like, "Okay, who rented this?" Is Jinjo rubbing up against the mic? Jesus Christ!
Oh, he is on the table though.
Well, what's going on with your mic? Good Lord!
There you go.
It was
Anyways,
so
continue.
loud. Yeah, so a porn was rented, and to this day, I don't think we know who rented it.
Oh, I think it was it not you?
It
You
wasn't
Sly
me.
Devil?
It wasn't me.
That would be the perfect crime. Then I bet it was your friend Chris.
I don't think I had any good friends, Chris, growing up.
Jerome
I didn't have any Jeromes.
Parkley.
No, I did not have a Parkley friend.
Then the case remains open.
It remains open. And then a writer, Edward Neumeier,
Neumeier.
and he's written RoboCop. He wrote a short called Rat Bastard, and he wrote
Oh my
Anacondas,
god.
The Hunt for the Blood Orchid.
Fucking oh my god. Oh, there we go. That should be there we go. He's fine now.
I don't think he is. He's gonna get
He
pissed.
dove headfirst into all of the wires.
What's up, cats do?
Neumeier seems like a Verhoeven pal. Maybe pseudonym. He might not exist.
Maybe, I don't know. And then a cast:
Give me a cast.
Casper Von Dien,
Are you doing a pun on cast or is that the lead actor?
that's the lead actor.
Okay.
Denise Richards,
Hottie.
Dina Meyer,
Naughty. No, she's pretty hot too.
Jake Busey.
Gary Busey's relative?
It kind of looks like a Busey, so yeah, I would say
Probably.
so. Neil Patrick Harris,
There he is. Barney.
Barney Stinson, Clancy Brown, Seth Gilliam,
Seth.
Patrick Muldoon, and Dean Norris. This guy just keeps showing up on this
Dean
podcast.
Norris, our guy. He's rivaling the little Roberts girl.
Emma Roberts and Josh Duhamel and Dean
Duhamel.
Norris, the big three.
We haven't watched Joe. We haven't watched a Josh Duhamel movie in a while.
I know, we're kind of due for one. We're kind of Duhamel for one.
Duhamel for one. I saw him in the news recently for some pop culture reason. Is he marrying or divorcing somebody?
I think he's with Fergie.
I don't think that's true anymore.
Oh, they're divorcing? I'm just going to look up Josh Duhamel.
Me too.
He was in a show that Marina just watched recently. Oh, you're good at this. How tall is Josh Duhamel?
Ooh, he's probably 5'10".
Oh, you're way wrong. He's 6'4".
Oh, what a hunk. I thought maybe. He's with a 21 person who's 21 years old, younger than him.
Whoa.
That's what happened. That's the new thing. He got married to like his model girlfriend.
He was in Ransom Canyon. He was born in Minot, North Dakota. Oh, yeah. He divorced Fergie in 2019.
He kind of is North Dakota handsome.
He really is. You're right.
Rugged, almost cowboy. Now the cat's rubbing up against the mic.
Don't let him rub up against the mic.
It's just cute, though.
No. Him and, what's that other guy's name? What? Timothy Oliphant. Gives me...
Yeah, he's pretty...
Midwest pretty, yeah.
You're right.
So...
Ranch handsome.
For sure.
Ranch hand handsome.
And then a plot for Starship Troopers. Humans in a fascist, militaristic future wage war with giant alien bugs. I mean, it's straight to the chase.
We're in. Without all of the jingoistic subtext, without all of the prescient zeitgeist being commented on, you'll have a good bug zapping movie.
Yeah. Because you were throwing out those words, did you see that the Scripps National Spelling Bee was just a couple nights ago, and the kid who won it all, he was by himself. He just had to spell one more word right, and the guy was like éclaircissement, and he didn't even ask for origin definition and use it in a sentence. He was like éclaircissement, ECLAIRECISSEMENT, and they were like, "That's correct."
Jesus Christ,
baller move.
Was he a little Indian kid?
He was.
Yeah, they always are.
And Magnus Carlsen lost in a chess tournament today.
Yeah, he slammed the table.
Yeah, that it was going around everywhere.
It's a big couple of days for Indian people.
Yeah, very big couple days. And this is just the the non-important stuff whatsoever.
You're right.
Spelling bees and chess tournaments,
They're culturally important.
but bug zapping is also important.
You love a good Bugs Out movie.
And then some history. And this movie comes packed with bugstery.
Oh,
No, we're not gonna pause.
oh,
The bugs are almost as big as they were in the Ozarks when you're in the jungle.
that was gnarly. I still am fighting off the diet mostly, the
Not the
dietary
not the urge to itch.
consequences. That's mostly gone away, but I have not stopped shitting blood since Missouri.
What made you shit blood?
I think it was all the blood I drank, honestly. It was probably what did it.
You
Or the
ate
or
you
the
ate so many mosquitoes
or the brisket. Yeah.
in one of the two. I don't know what made me sick, either the beautifully cooked brisket or the blood I
Or the
drank.
blood I drink all the time.
Well, the bugstery that I've got for you is that Starship Troopers is a 1997 American.
Starship Troopers were meant to fly.
Oh, that's good. Save that. Save that.
Sorry. Sorry.
Starship Troopers is a 1997 American science fiction action film directed by Paul Verhoeven and written by Edward Neumeier. The film is based on the 1959 novel by Robert A. Heinlein of the same name. The novel was written in just a few weeks in reaction to the U.S. suspending nuclear tests, and the story was first published as a two-part serial in the magazine of fantasy and science fiction as Starship Soldier, and then published as a book under Starship Troopers by G.P. Putnam's Sons on November 5th, 1959. Sometimes called the Dean of Science Fiction Writers, Heinlein was among the first to
Why?
emphasize scientific accuracy in his fiction and was thus a pioneer of the subgenre of hard science fiction. Heinlein used his science fiction as a way to explore provocative social and political ideas and to speculate how progress in science and engineering might shape the future of politics, race, religion, and sex. Heinlein was named the first science fiction writer's grandmaster in 1974, and four novels of his won Hugo Awards. This included, in addition, 50 years after publication, seven of his works were then awarded retro Hugo Awards. So this guy
So
fucking rocks.
this guy's Hugo'd up. Um, yeah, I've heard this name before. He's like a science guy. Let me break it down for you, Brandon. This guy like writes science books. Ooh, he writes science books. On the stage he cooks. Yeah. He ain't no crooks. You halfway crooks. You a bitch, motherfucker. I got my gun and I fucking shoot your ass in the fucking club, my son. All right.
It always goes so pro Second Amendment in your raps.
That's right.
There ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. You're scared to look. You're scared to.
That's right. But I think this movie captures something that we're all after, which is dreams.
Wow. And Hugo's.
And Hugo's.
And after Missouri, Hugo to the bathroom. That's for
Hugo
sure.
to the emergency room. Yeah.
Some more bug story though, because that was just about him in the book.
Yeah.
Development of Starship Troopers began in 1991, 6 years earlier, as Bug Hunt at Outpost 7. What a
Okay.
name. Written by Neumeier, but after recognizing similarities between that script and Heinlein's book, producer John Davison suggested aligning the script more closely with the novel to garner greater interest from studio executives. Now, despite these efforts, development was slow, with studios hesitant to fund the costly project right up to start of filming. The film faced critical backlash, with reviewers interpreting the film as endorsing fascism and disparaging its violence and cast performances. Now, despite initial box office success, collection slowed down amid negative reviews and unfavorable word of mouth. Since its release, Starship Troopers has been critically reevaluated and is now considered a cult classic and a prescient satire of fascism, an authoritarian governance that has grown in relevance. The film launched a multimedia franchise that includes 4 sequels, a 1999 animated television series, video games, comics, and a variety of merchandise.
They got it at the end.
It all came around.
Time is the ultimate soldier,
Whoa!
and
They
God
should have
is the general.
they should have sent time in to kill the bugs then.
I think they do in the second or third sequel.
I haven't seen any of them.
You saw this one.
I have seen this one. So, and
How old
that's
were you
enough.
when you first saw Starship Troopers?
Um, 29 years old and 20 days and 12 hours.
Is that right now?
That was yesterday at like this time.
What a mensch. Happy birthday.
Thanks. So, with all that said, all that stuff about budgets and critic response, we do have a budget time.
Budget
Budgets
time.
were meant to fly.
No, save that. Save that.
Oh shit, you're
We
right.
should do something like budget time. Can you guess the dime?
That's good. What about Buget time?
Budget time. Can you guess the rhyme?
So, Seth was in Armando JD's wedding with Robert, so they got to hook up down in Texas. They were together down there, and
They did a
Marina
podcast.
Marina texted Seth to send photos of him and his girlfriend. So he sent some photos, but then he's like, "Oh, I'll send you more photos," and the majority of them are just photos of just Robert.
That's great. He's a star. There's Seth and Robert. He needs to get back on the podcast. Ah, what a little grok.
Look at this guy.
Hey, that's the guy who needs to watch the movie.
Man, he would have probably loved this. There are so many pictures of Robert in here.
He would have loved Uncle Boone Me.
Buget time. Can you guess this dime? How much do you think this movie cost in 97?
I feel like it's got to be like 15 to 20 million dollars.
Which one's your guess?
18.
$18 million.
Yeah.
Yes, Seth wins.
Fuck.
It's $105 million.
Oh, he got a big budget for that.
Big budget.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's a big budget, 97.
Oh, no.
But what do you think it made an opening weekend? It opened November 7th of 97.
I'll say
Ugh.
it got
Just so you know, my brother was 11 days old at this time, if that helps.
$17 million.
Hey, you win. Oh, it's $22.1 million.
I beat Seth.
You did. So it's 1-1. And then US and Canada total, 22 translates to
48.
Hey, you win. $54.8 million.
Talk to me, Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. Talk to me, Poppy.
Thank you. And for the worldwide, I will guess more money.
Okay, Poppy.
I will guess 85.
Sadie 5. Who's Sadie?
85, you dog.
Seth wins. It's 2-2. It's 121.2 million.
All right, so it probably didn't make any money, all things considered.
But it spun a franchise and comics and video games and television, so it did.
Then it probably did.
Yeah.
But off of this alone.
Off this alone, no. But then when the cult classic came around and people started buying it.
Not a flop, not a hit.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't hard bone in the box.
Lieberman will still try and crank it, but yeah.
Yeah, he will. He'll put his mouth on it and try and crank that shit.
That fuck.
Little half chub. So it winny, but it's not a floppy, but it's a chubber. And then taglines. How many taglines do you think I have?
4.
You win.
Hey.
It's
How many?
10.
What?
There was actually 15 taglines, and I brought it down to 10.
Wow.
So,
Great editorial work.
buckle in, bucket in.
All right. We won't even have to make our own.
First one. Yeah, we probably won't. Genocide doesn't compare to this.
Uh, 7 out of 10.
Oh, next one. In every age, there is a cause worth fighting for. But in the future, the greatest threat to our survival will not be man at all. Now, the youth of tomorrow must travel across the stars to face an enemy more devastating than ever imagined.
That's 3 too long.
Next, since the dawn of his existence, humankind has ruled the earth. But now, the rules are about to change.
6.
Okay? Next one. Prepare for battle!
7.
Oh, wow. Top of the charts right now, tied for first. Next. The paratroopers of the future are here, and their enemies aren't human.
6.
Next. A new kind of enemy, a new kind of war.
5.
Next. When you
I haven't done
battle
WoW yet.
6 trillion enemies that will eat you alive, there are only two rules. Dot, dot, dot. Everyone fights, no one quits.
Ooh, 8.
Oh, wow. Next
Leader in
one.
the clubhouse.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
2.
Next. Mankind just became an endangered species.
7.
And last one. Well, forget the insecticide. Bring the nukes.
Oh, thanks, Prospector. I'll give it a 9.
Oh, Prospector wins it, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So of those 10, forget the insecticide, bring on the nukes is our
That's right.
winner.
That's right. Can
It's
we
a
do
lot.
better than that?
It's a lot of taglines. What about
Yeah.
Starship Hoopers?
Yeah. What about Starship Poopers?
Yeah, what about directed by Tom Trooper,
What
the
about
director of The King's
what
Speech?
about directed by a praying mantis?
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's really good.
The tagline that'll sell it. Imagine if a praying mantis directed a movie.
Yeah.
He probably would struggle at organizing it.
Yeah, directed by a praying mantis dot 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 a religious experience cuz he's praying.
Ooh. Yeah, his name is Mantis.
I love it. That's it. That's got to be the winner. And then facts.
I think we were saving it. We were alluding to it earlier. I think we gotta go. Bring on the love facts. The love facts. Bring on the love facts.
People all over the world
Yeah.
join in.
The
Let's play the love
love
facts.
facts. The
The
love
love
facts.
facts. People all over the world join in. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
There's also bug facts.
So Starship facts are meant to fly.
Starship facts are meant to fly.
Starships were meant to fact.
Yeah, that would be better. Um, what
Let's go
about
to the beach. Beach. Let's go get away.
let's go to the fact, let's go get away. What about Doogie Factor?
What about Ally McFact?
Mmm.
Don't mind stepping into the Twilight Zone.
No, I think we need to go. People all over the world, join
Join
in. Let's
us.
play love
Love.
facts. The love facts.
Maybe let's play some
I mean, we've been alluding to it for
workshop
so
and sec.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we need,
episode.
we need to do that. It's, I can't get it out of my mind. It's like stuck in there like a bug in my brain.
Ooh. What are you doing? Why are you holding your hand up?
And now, how many facts do you think I've got?
9,
Did you say 9?
9. Yeah.
Oh, that's double. And that one was worth 363 points.
Bug points or real points?
Real points. So that's a 726 point swing.
Yeah.
And you're already up 3-2. So it's 729 to 2 right now.
Yeah.
My first fact is that director Paul Verhoeven explained that his reasons for including the notorious co-ed shower scene were to show that for all its flaws, the Federation's army has complete gender and racial neutrality, as women and people of color are seen in high ranks with no issues. He added that the gender neutrality extends to the point where men and women shower together, pointing out that most of them are fascists without any libido, too preoccupied with their military career to regard their nudity as even vaguely erotic.
Ooh. Those fascists
Those
like
fucking fascists.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. And others.
And others.
That was interesting.
And I think is this in here? This might be like the first ever co-ed shower scene ever.
What?
Yeah.
In 99 or whatever? 91?
97. So,
No way. That's not true.
good for him. Next fact.
That's false. That's not true.
Neil Patrick Harris was often called Doogie Himmler whenever he wore the military intelligence uniform, as it bore a resemblance to the SS uniforms.
That's pretty good.
He couldn't escape
He
that
was
Doogie
Himmler.
Howser. Oh, he was Himmler.
It was Himmler.
Next, most of the arachnids appearing on the film are CGI, but a few life-sized robotic models were built. However, during the battle scenes, the actors mostly wound up looking at director Paul Verhoeven himself, who would stand in front of them, jump up and down and scream, even chasing them with a broom, in an attempt to generate some of the fearsome of a 12-foot space ant.
Ooh. I would be fearsome. You're right.
He's an auteur of directing in fear
Yeah, and goofy bug and stuff.
and in co-ed showers.
I think he won an Oscar for Best Director once upon a time.
Really?
For one of his later movies, maybe?
None of those that I just named.
I don't think so. You go. You go. I'll
Next,
cook.
director Paul Verhoeven and stars Dina Meyer and Casper Van Dien confirmed that Verhoeven and cinematographer Joost Vacano shot the co-ed shower
I
scene
lied.
in the nude themselves on a dare from Dina Meyer. And it helped, added Verhoeven.
Ooh, I bet it did, he said.
So
I
they got
think
him and the cameraman just got naked with everybody else
that's
to
great.
shoot the scene.
I was thinking of Michael Haneke. That's what I was thinking of.
And what did he win?
He won an Oscar for Honor, or not Honora.
That's Sean Baker.
Amor. Amor. That's Amore.
That's amore. So yeah, if you ever
hit
want
your
people
face.
to do things for you and do it right, just get naked in front of them.
I've always subscribed to that philosophy.
Hang brain, just right then and there.
It's right then and there, baby.
Are you naked right now?
I'll never tell.
You dirty, dirty
I'll
dog.
never tell. I will never tell.
Next, probably our last one before it cuts us off. Director Paul Verhoeven admits to have never actually finished reading the novel, claiming he read through the first 2 chapters and became bored and depressed, and called it a very right-wing book in Empire magazine. He then told screenwriter Edward Neumeier to just tell him the rest of the book. They then decided that while both the novel and its author strongly supported a regime led by a military elite, they would make the film a satirical hyperbole of contemporary American politics and culture.
That's good. That's good adaptation work. Take the bugs, leave everything else.
Yeah, and also this is depressing. I'm bored. Give me the Spark Notes in 1997.
I'm sure it is more entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
movies have pictures and stuff.
Oh wow, you're right.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise is in them sometimes.
And Tom, you see the way he eats
He's rarely
popcorn,
in books. Yeah,
and then he said he
sick.
eats 2 to 3 bags of popcorn